Hello everyone, this is Katerina and I'll bring you with this week's super cosmic update. We have started the new astrological year and boy, with so many signs in Aries. We have the sun in Aries, the moon in Aries and several other planets. It is really this firing ignition of this astrological year. And what you may also feel due to the increased solar activity we still have going on, and that you feel extra wired or extra tired, and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know where I'm at. And with all of this, the old rises to the surface and the new is coming in. So I often feel in those moments like Bambi on ice, you don't quite know what to align with first. And I even got emails from clients and say, Katerina, what am I meant to be doing this week? And my guides said in a really easy and efficient way is if you imagine a golden tube around you, like you're in a golden pillar of light, and then depending whatever color comes to you first, to imagine that color surrounding you. And when I'm extra wired and tired, then it might be the magenta color, that's divine love. It might be green to rejuvenate you. If you feel like, oh my God, there's so much rising to the surface, I don't even know where to start, then it might be the violet flame or the rainbow violet flame or silver. So really play and be intuitive what works for you. I also use magnesium spray into my neck, my wrists and shoulders, just to help to the salts help in the body to what is it called, to transmit the electricity, the electric currents easier throughout our body. And with the rising of the old so intensely, my guide said that this week started the cosmic rewrite. And not only for us on a personal level, every choice we make, every time we break an old pattern, every time we release something, we also break the patterns of the past. And my guides last week showed me that we as humanity are entangled like a bowl of spaghetti. And they're saying the more we come into our inner authority, into our inner alignment, the more that bowl of spaghetti aligns into a circle of light where we then hold hands and connect from heart to heart. And in the new earth energy, Aries for me represents the warrior, but in the way of a fearless and courageous heart, listening to your heart, following your heart, being in your true self. And the energy of this week also helps us not only to clear the past heartaches, hurt and pain. It also helps us to step into that greater connection, and that is our high heart. And my guide said in the activation on Friday, we will also work with the heart healing, the healing and the opening of the high heart, and then connecting that with our higher mind. So we are in alignment with our true self and our higher mind. So we bring the intuitive and logical side together. And Ashta is just saying, and we may feel less under the weather in our personal lives. Ashta, let's say yes to that. I'm totally ready for this one. And with the healing of the heart, we are also invited now, and that's where the courage comes in and where Aries has tons of it. It's how do I allow myself to stay open-hearted as a sensitive soul, where I pick up so much from others and still have loving yet very clear boundaries. So on Friday, I will share more tips and tools around that as well, because that's something I feel many of us, even as children, we have learned to shut down, build walls and barrier. And now we are so invited to, wow, if you open your heart, then all the gifts are coming in. It's showering you. You can connect with the new earth so much easier through the heart chakra. That was always the emphasis. And it is literally our entire heart circuit, if you like. That's the eye of the needle we need to step through to fully anchor new earth. And all of us who are already there, it's also it's not only landing on the magical island, it's also how to make a living on the magical island. And that comes through that energy of the heart. And with all of us, each pattern we break, we help humanity to follow suit. And even so, my guide said there was the first wave of forerunners that's already in the new earth, anchoring it. You heard me talking about the ascension highway for a year or two. So you've been in that first wave, I would say. In the second wave, that's people who are like, whoa, you know, I'm on a spiritual path and I want to embark onto higher energies, and they are becoming aware to a grander scale, if you like, of everything. And they may go from 5D to 7D or from 7D to 9D. And then the third wave, which is probably still the majority of the collective, they will follow suit, especially around the 8-8, the Lion's Gate. That will bring a huge wave for the collective. So from the first initial forerunners, it's now a majority of light workers that have this huge shift from this equinox through the eclipse season. So we have the the solar eclipse on the 20th of April. We have the lunar eclipse beginning of May, and then the new moon is anchoring all of this in May. So the new moon is then where it's like, whoa, here we are. And they're saying that's when the staff of power is ignited within us, like, here we are. So you can imagine we are really on a ride, and my guides also shared this is a powerful week for timeline shifts, and not just timeline shifts of, all right, my life can improve a little bit, or maybe I'm going to take that turn. It's more like the huge timeline shift, like ultimate course correction, like 180 degree. Oh my God, I never seen that coming. And my guide said it's about all of us learning to dare to dream that the impossible dream can now be possible. And when I tuned into it for me personally, I thought, oh, I don't know. And they're like, not what if I fall? It's I can fly. What if I can fly? And that is really that also that 180 degree. We've been so trained to see all the obstacles, and now it's seeing open and clear pathways. And I think for all forerunners, for all light workers, it's like, I think our life has been a little bit of an obstacle parkour up to now, and it's like seeing, oh my God, all doors are now wide open. And with the galactics working on the Earth core, that also shifts our inner magnetic core. We are aligned to universal possibilities, and the universal laws starting to apply much more, which then grace, benevolence, you know, your Dharma, all the things you've worked for and have already energetically achieved are now ready to be delivered in your life. My guides also in recent client sessions, so interesting. It's like, you got to allow for this door of blessings to open. You have to let it in, you know? And many of us who also had Christian past lives or religious past life, we've been so trained of, no, I do this out of the goodness of my heart and I don't need anything forward. That is also an entanglement to the past. So we're shifting from victim to, you know, I'm in my inner authority, I embrace my light, as well as all the magnificent things that I've already created and prepared are now ready to enter my live stream. You know, I'm ready for the good times. Let's do it. And it was 8:44 in the recording. So we are supported in divine abundance by the angelics and many others. And on Friday, we have so many beings lined up. God, the energy is so high, I can't speak today. We have Lord Melchizedek himself, who's opening the portal of the soul in the temple of your soul, sparking your soul codes. We have Archangel Metatron, who works with Lord Melchizedek to help us with the Metatron's cube, to shift our light bodies and how to navigate timelines in the new. Lady Venus is igniting the star of Venus, which alters your perception. And then we definitely also have the Divine Feminine Christ, so it's going to be super power-packed. And my clearing by then shall all be through, so that I'm fresh and sparkly and bring all these higher light codes in. And let's see what light language is coming forth for you now. And you can connect with your heart chakra, with the golden web of light. And we serve the highest and greatest good. And let's see what comes forward. Yashkaka sasana namaha. Mewe kiki sasana namaha. Yashkiki sasina namaha. Mewa sasaka ashkakana namaha. Mewe sisina namaha. Mewe sisina namaha. Yashkiki sisina namaha. Mewa kaka sasana namaha. Ye sisi nana maha. Ye sisi nana maha. Yashkaka sasana namaha. Ashkaka sa namaha. Niwe kiki na maha. Iwe kiki sa na maha. Iya kiki sasana namaha. Nyashkaka sasana namaha. Iya kiki sisi na maha. Niwana namasa. Niwana namasa. Niwe kiki ashk kiki sa na maha. Niwe kiki sasana namaha. Ashkaka sa na maha. Niwe kiki sa namaha. Niwe kiki sa namaha. Iwanana ka ashkaka siana namaha. Niwe sisi ashka sa namaha. Niya kiki sisi namaha. Iya sasana namaha. Niya kiki sahi na namaha. Iwa kaka sasana namaha. Ashkaka sasana namaha. Ashkaka sasa namaha. Aka. Blessed be, so mote it be, and so it is. So I hope to remember this. We started with the Lyrans, who are super excited to bring these higher energies in that new form of the collective, and they're saying it's a great time of celebration between the humans on earth, our multidimensional aspects, that we are so much stronger connecting, and they're showering us with love, abundance, and support. We also had and the opening of the heart, that was really strong in their message, that we really open our heart to all the love that's available throughout the realms. And then Lord Melchizedek stepped in and he said, by divine decree, it's now the time for thriving on earth. So all of us who work in the light, support the light, it's time to thrive. And that is by divine decree. And everyone is invited on that journey, no matter where they are right now, if they're conscious of it or not. It's an invitation to all. And all the actions that wish to counteract thriving for all are also somehow aligning. And countermeasures can't be as effective as they were. And that's really, really good news. And with the awakening of your soul, you are aligning with that divine decree of thriving on earth. Then we had the dolphins and Archangel Metatron in the background, really working on the spinal column, also the higher chakra system, to receive psychic messages, to connect, and then the divine feminine stepped forward, and it was like the time of the thorns are over. The divine feminine Christ, the Shekinah, it's often associated with the rose, the sacred rose. And she's saying it's time for the flowering, for the blossoming of your heart. It's time to receive, where you smell the roses literally. And the joie de vivre is the path we are now invited on. And that is such a beautiful message. I wish you a most wonderful week with all these powerful energies, and I can't wait to share more of all of this on Friday, starting 6 p.m. UK time, and clock change in the US and Canada is different. And in the UK we start at 6 and 7 p.m. In Central Europe. God. All right. With this, I wish you a most incredible week, and I can't wait to see you on Friday. Bright blessings and namaste.